Hello, everybody. My name is Plixon, and welcome to my new series, or actually two series. I'm going to have a Let's Play series of this city, and I'm also going to have a completely separate one. It's going to be completely time lapses. So, say I do 3 or 4 episodes and I want to make a time lapse for it, I'll just take those videos, condense them down, make them really short, maybe 10 minutes for those 4, which would be almost 2 hours worth of work, real time, and it would be about 10 minutes long. And I may do either music on top of it or just do another voiceover for it. I'm not entirely sure on that aspect of it yet. But we're going to be building in a European style, so expect that. Disclaimer, I have never built a European city. I've never been to Europe. From the States, so that's how I know how to build. So I don't really have any knowledge on how to build a European style city. I'm just going off of reference pictures on the internet and Google Maps and all that good stuff. So without further ado, I will see you guys on the map. And hello, everybody. Welcome back to the map. This is the map. Can't remember. I think it's Dendrommel or something like that. It's one of Zacharias's maps. He's always been good at these. So we're just going to use the typical Zacharias map. Also, we need to... Yeah, okay. So they're not set up to be fixed at a certain value. So let's go ahead and build our first exit. Now, this exit is going to be a... it's going to be for a small town, so keep that in mind while you watch me build this. Do 7 units. And oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't set it up for, crap. I didn't set it up for left-hand drive. Hold on just 1 second. Alright. We are back, and we have left-hand drive on, so let's get going. We need to make this up to 14 meters tall. Go to about there, and then we need to grab the 2-lane one-way. And we need to go in this direction. So just so you guys know, I don't think I've ever built in the left-hand drive either. So that looks kind of weird. So let's fix it. But yeah, so this might be kind of a rocky playthrough, which it probably will, but it's gonna be fun nonetheless. All right. I'm not going to worry about too much of that, so let's go ahead and crack on. And, alright, so this is where it gets kind of interesting. So we need to go to about there and turn on anarchy and turn off bending. Alright, so we're going to go to 20.3 in 8 meters or 8 units. We're just going to do that on all the sides. .3. .4 is fine with me. Well, this one ain't gonna work that way, so we're just gonna have to eyeball this one. Yeah, right there. Alright, so now we have our, roundabout exit thingy. And now we can actually upgrade the top part to be an actual highway roundabout instead of just a normal road. So now we need to force this into a bridge and a straight slope. And we need to go pretty far down the highway as much as we can without it actually curving back. Turn off segment snap. That might not work because, we're going to turn off depth of field because that is driving me nuts. There, that's much better. That looks a lot better. Out there. I know they're not identical, but I mean, freehanding this is quite difficult. It's quite difficult to freehand any type of interchange, as opposed to that's odd, as opposed to just doing the normal pre-built ones. Even if you get them off the workshop, it's not the same thing, and we all know that. So you've got skill if you can do this freehand all the time, which I'm not claiming I have skill, but I do this all the time. And why is it doing that? What if we just move this up? Move it down a tad. There we go. So we don't have to rebuild it. And then we're just gonna do the typical connections to the highway. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so now we need to figure out, well, yeah, that's fine actually. I thought it was messed up for a second. Now we need to figure out which is which. So this one looks to be correct. It's flowing in. This one will be backwards. So let's flip this one. That one's correct. This one is backwards. All right, so we have our exit thing. So now what we're gonna do is this. Oh, cool. Perfect. A straight little deal thingy. So now we need to do We'll probably do a corner. Do we want to do a corner? Just do straight. Yeah, let's do a corner. It'll look better. Alright, so now I knew this one would be like this, so let's try to do it on our own. So we need to move this up. And technically they're clipping but you can't really tell, especially when you're up high. So we're not going to worry about that at all. And once again, we need to make another roundabout. This one we might go a little bit bigger. You want to do about there. So we'll do, actually let's do a smaller, oh no, let's do 9. Well, no, way too big. Way too big. About there, let's do 6. 6 by 6. Okay, so in order for this to work and this circle bit to not deform itself, because it will if you don't have, so this is made on 4 points, so wherever the segments end you need to have a road, at least for now, until you have it all connected up, and then you can go back and remove them. I would demonstrate, but I don't want to waste the little money that we have. Also, I think we're gonna force these to be technically elevated, but they're not going to be elevated. All right, so we need to make this shorter so we can actually work with it over here. This one's going to be on the ground. We'll go that direction. Don't worry about that. We'll figure that out in just a second. Oh, come on. Alright, let's try to move this node. Frustrating. Oh my god. See how I did that? It moved it a little bit. Oh my god, it's driving me nuts. Alright. So now we can remove these guys. And we're gonna redo that side because I don't like it. And there it goes. Got it fixed quite quickly that time. Alright, so there we go. That is the roundabout. And now we need to make the exit points where they connect up. So let's go about right there. Do immediate corner. Just like that. Same thing over here. Once again, we need to make sure that these are going the right direction. Seems good. This will be the last one that we need to fix. Alright, so we have a completed exit from the highway. This is completely working at its current state, but we're going to add some things to it. Mainly some tree. Whoa. We want a single tree, not 50 of them. Okay, and we also need to make it a highway. So there you have it. You have a completed highway exit with a roundabout on the end of it. Now, on this road, we're going to actually just take it to the edge of the map. We need to turn segment snap back on. Make it a little interesting. And you can, with the mod I'm running with, you can actually make highway connections. If it will stop snapping. Look at that. And people will actually use this. I mean, I don't think they'll use it now. They might, I don't know. But I'm not really wanting to sit here and find out because We don't have a certain amount of money, and I don't want to run out. It'd be more beneficial if we didn't run out. So let's go ahead and, you know what? We're gonna, before I end this episode, we're gonna run this road all the way up until where our town is going to begin. So my main thought is this is going to be like an entire town. This will be, and where these trees are, I think I'm going to use that as kind of like a layout for the main roads going through it. So what we can do is actually do that. So then this will turn into probably a small 4-lane. Let's not do it straight. And you know what? Let's try something. I'm not counting on this working. If it does, great. If it doesn't, okay. What we're going to do is make a tiny roundabout, maybe a 4x4. Once again, it's just common practice to do this, just so you don't lose your shape, like I did over there, because I was kind of annoyed with it. So we've got that connected. Gonna move this node just like that. I mean, we're just gonna use it. And now we remove these. Look at that, it worked. I'm happy with that. So let's do it again. Right here, 2, 4 by 4. That one's not exactly. Let's restart. Okay, so to make it easier, we'll start with a normal road, so it snapped everything. And then we convert it into this. And this one is in the wrong direction. Because I gotta keep in mind that this is going to be a left-hand drive. Alright, so this one, try that. Get rid of those guys. And now we can extend this road out. Just like that. And that's obviously gonna bridge across the river along with these. But yeah, that is our basic shape for our first town. We may upgrade this road. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this entire design or if it's just going to stay. But yeah, this is a good start so far. I know all we did was lay roads this episode, but you know, that's good. We've got a good groundwork going. And I don't really see any issues with it yet. Granted, we don't have any traffic yet, but we will. And in due time, if problems arise, we'll fix them. It's not a big deal at all. So until next time, my name is Plixon, and have a nice day.